research and discovery. Futurists.
Cities are the beating hearts of the modern world. Powerful magnets for millions of people, hungry consumers of energy. And they're expanding.
Cities today are growing worldwide. I mean, more than half of the population already lives in cities. In Europe, it's even more. It's nearly 2/3 of the people that live in cities, and this trend is going to continue.
Such constant growth puts a high demand on resources.
In cities, we need energy for buildings, providing heat and cold and electricity, and also 1/3 of the energy is needed for transport. And this is a big challenge because, especially in transport, most of the energy comes from fossil fuels.
The question of energy applies to all aspects of city life. Where that energy is from and how it's managed will be a defining factor in the future.
As far as buildings are concerned, our main challenge in the future will be rehabilitation. For new buildings, the challenge is there, but much easier because we have very good building standards now in every European country, and we have the technologies to reduce consumption to nearly zero.
Cutting energy bills is a key theme for the Canyon Centre in Istanbul. Some may come here for retail therapy, others to study building physics. Zerrin Yilmaz is leading a survey of energy consumption here as part of a European Union research project.
You have to find the best solution during the design stage, and you have to test different design scenarios of the building to find the best solution for energy efficiency. If you can find the best solution, there is 50% energy saving possibility for these kinds of buildings, and it's a huge amount because they are consuming a lot of electricity and natural gas for heating, cooling, lighting, and so on.
At this wind tunnel in the Istanbul Technical University, a model of the Canyon complex sits centre stage. The smoke shows how air flows between the buildings, and the model office tower is covered in tiny pressure sensors.
Pressure distribution is important if we think about the ventilation of the building. On the windward side we have positive pressure, on the backward side we have negative pressure. This pressure difference of the two sides makes the air flow through the building, which might be useful for ventilation issues or also for cooling the building.
Zerrin's team has been working closely with building managers at Canyon. The university's modelling has already helped them use their lighting more efficiently. More changes are likely to be proposed.
Now we are looking the possibility of the energy saving through natural ventilation mostly. And also we have other research studies on this building for energy efficiency. For example, photovoltaic applications for electricity production from sun, and better shading devices for cooling energy saving, and also some parametric studies to see the relation between energy consumption and comfort.
This bright white dome is a vital tool for studying cityscapes. Known as the artificial sky, it gives scientists a global view of an urban landscape.
Very quickly you can see how every building
The intricate array of bulbs and glowing surfaces allows researchers here at Ursula Reicher's home university to follow how sunlight changes over the course of a day.
The sky's never equally bright. You usually have brighter patches just around the sun, the horizon is brighter, and we have to be able to recreate that situation realistically, to be able to say that there is enough light on a building.
In the basement of the university lie the blazing lights of an artificial sun. This is another important device for researching healthy, low-energy office buildings.
Here we have a simulated sun. We project light onto a facade system, and behind that there is a real office room which we can cool down. We can see exactly how much energy comes into the room through the facade system. Thus we can get very precise coefficients of facades and then tell property developers, OK, the way this facade is built lets 70% of the sun's rays through, and it has got this and that thermal characteristics.
Transport is a major challenge in cities because it's today mainly based on fossil fuels. We can replace these fossil fuels with electricity or hydrogen-based technologies. We will need a lot of infrastructure for either of the systems, and we need to provide the green energy to these systems. So there needs to be a huge amount of solar, wind, biomass, electricity generation or hydrogen generation, which we then can use for transport.
This workshop in central Spain is an Aladdin's cave of new transport technology. The engineers are testing hydrogen in real-life applications across all kinds of machines. This wheelchair has a battery and fuel cell beneath the seat and a bottle of hydrogen on the back.
Basically, there are three major benefits with this wheelchair. Greater autonomy, better than with conventional electrical wheelchairs. Shorter recharging time. With conventional electrical wheelchairs, it takes up to 8 to 10 hours to recharge. With this chair, it's operative in 5 minutes, and its lighter weight makes it easier to transport.
Using these fuel cell vehicles on a daily basis is part of a wider European initiative to explore how hydrogen fits into city life. At the moment, the main downside is that hydrogen is generally extracted from fossil fuels, and the process is expensive. The advantage is that hydrogen technology is clean at the point of use. The only thing coming out of the exhaust pipes here is water. For city centres, it's ideal.
These vehicles have a range of about 100 to 120 kilometers, and the maximum speed is about 50 kilometers an hour, because these kinds of vehicles are used within cities, not to travel between them.
No new technology is complete without it being tested by the end user. And in the case of this hydrogen wheelchair, that's retired farmer Francisco Muñoz Tierno.
It'll be a nice gizmo. Useful gadget for people like me. It'll be very useful because I can't walk. And now with this I can get around as far as maybe... What's the range for this? 1 kilometre? 2 kilometres? More? 40 kilometres? That's fantastic, folks.
There's also a drive to rethink urban transport, not only in terms of fuel, but also safety, application and ease of use. This cute buggy uses lasers, movement sensors and intelligent speed adapters. The vehicle can find its way and run at slow speeds in an autonomous way.
Here you are in a Cybercar. It's a vehicle that you could take from a station or even call it to your home and it would come on its own. You get into the car, you select your destination on the screen and the vehicle takes you there. There's a front-wheel drive motor, electric braking, electric steering, and it's driven by the computers.
The Cybercar is one of a series being developed under the EU CityMobile project at this lab in Paris. Building a level of autonomy into vehicles is seen as a key way to make them safer as well as easier to use. Olivier Garcia-Favreau is working to optimize the laser system.
You have a mirror that